kitchen, and this is a public service kind of promotion because I feel very strongly about the products that I'm about to show you. I am a user of them. I have been a user of one product for at least 3 years.
Actually, they're the users.
It's for my animals, dogs and cats. Every single one of them has benefited from this particular product, and you've heard me talk about it before. This is the Little City Dogs Flea Killer, and I have to tell you, oh, is that better?
Little, yeah.
This stuff is incredible. What this, and I have kind of had a conversation with the owner of the company. I happened upon these things because I'm basically out of desperation and because I'm cheap.
I was going to ask you how you ended up finding them.
Because I'm cheap. If you go to the pet store, you will find a product called Capstar. And what Capstar is an internal flea killer that you give your animals orally with food or a treat, and within a half an hour it will kill all of the fleas that are on them. Now, I live in the South. We have a horrible problem with fleas here, and with the very mild winter that we just encountered, fleas are going to be extremely bad. Now, I have a couple of cats who are extremely sensitive to fleas. Sophie is extremely sensitive to fleas, and when we first moved here, I felt repulsed because when we lived in Arizona, we didn't have fleas. I didn't ever know what a flea looked like. And we moved here, and we were here for a week, and Sophie was the only dog we had at the time. And I gotta tell you, she rolled over, and there was like massive amounts of fleas on this girl, and I didn't even know what the hell they were. So, you know, live and learn, right? You know, you can't give your dogs a bath every other day. It's not good for them. It's not good for their skin. It's not good for their coat. It's just not good for them. Plus, it's not good for you either. Because if any of you know what it's like to bathe a dog of any size, it can be quite a challenge. In any case, a couple of years ago, and there's Tally's making noise. She's frustrated and just gave up. I'm finished, people. But I decided, well, I tried the Capstar because I read about the Capstar. But when you go to the pet store and buy the Capstar, you get 3 capsules of Capstar. And it's $40.
I was going to comment on how nice and relaxed they are.
Yeah.
Because they have no fleas.
They have no fleas. And that's because of Little City Dogs. And I know this is going to sound like a commercial, but really it's not. What this is a rave review.
Oh,
and
yes.
if any of you have pets, I'm going to highly recommend that you go visit Little City Dogs website and you help yourself and your pets with some of these products. Now, the Capstar, again, I said 3 capsules of Capstar at the pet store, $40 to $45, all right? You know, that's 3 doses. You can give your pets the Capstar every day if you want to. Capstar is put out by a pharmaceutical company named Novartis, Novartis. Novartis markets Nitanpyram, which is the generic drug, under the name ingredient. Capstar. That is the name of the ingredient.
Active ingredient.
Nitanpyram is the active ingredient, and he's right. Okay, so Novartis markets Nitanpyram as Capstar, and they charge you through the nose for it. So I'm thinking, well, there's got to be a generic version of Capstar. How do I find that? So I go online, Capstar, generic Capstar, and I find Little City Dogs on eBay. Well, at the time, you know, she was selling 12 little capsules of the Nitanpyram, was $15 or $12 at the time, because I've been buying it for a long time. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. So I bought 1 little package, and that was enough to convince me that after it worked, I went back and I bought 5 packages just so I would have them on hand, because, you know, I'm a hoarder and a prepper and all that. Well, I'm a hoarder according to my mother, but anyway. It worked so fabulously that, you know, we would give them 1 every other day or so, and now every other day, you know, we will put it in their food that we give them in the morning.
Just to reiterate, they have been in and out several times already this morning. I know there are tons of fleas outside. But yet they're not digging, they're not scratching, they're not biting.
No, they're comfortable.
They're all nice and relaxed.
But a few months back, I went on Little City Dog's website to try and buy some more Nitanpyram capsules, and I couldn't find them. So I contacted the company, and who I know is a lady who lives in New York, and I contacted her. I said, are you not selling them anymore? And she emailed me back and she said, well, I had a problem with the pharmaceutical company who was marketing it under Capstar. Now, mind you, they did not have a patent on the active ingredient. All they had a patent on was the dosage. And they went after her. They sent their corporate attorneys after her. So she agreed not to sell it on eBay anymore, but you still could get it from her if you knew how to do that. And she was able to sell it to me. Now, I buy mine in a bottle of 100 capsules, okay? And this bottle of 100 capsules is around $88. But I will tell you, it is absolutely worth every penny. Now, you don't have to buy this many. You can buy 12.
Dump some out so they can see. Dump some out so they can see what they look like.
Dump some out so you can see them. This is what they look like.
Just little capsules.
And they are chicken flavored.
We take them apart and sprinkle the powder directly onto the food.
We do. We take them out of the gelatin capsule. And the powder inside is flavored with a chicken, like bouillon flavor. So if you give it to your dogs, I usually, if I want to give it to them without putting it in their food, like let's say we forgot one morning, I usually just stick this inside of a piece of cheese or inside a piece of liverwurst, and they gobble it right up.
I don't care what it tastes like. The dogs don't like tasting pills or taking pills.
No, it doesn't matter. You know, you can stick a pill in your dog's mouth, they're still going to spit it out. Well, after I showed you guys this in the Mother's Day when I did the dog food video of how we feed our dogs, the lady who owns the company, who is just a gem, sent me a wonderful email, and I want to read it to you. I wanted to read you the email that I got from her, and it was wonderful because now she's also sent me 2 of their newest products to try. Now, after we put that video up, she happened to look at some of the comments that were being made, and we were talking about diatomaceous earth and how you can give your dogs diatomaceous earth to get rid of intestinal worms, and it's fabulous. Well, Little City Dogs has come up with this. Now, you can buy diatomaceous earth anywhere. You can buy it at your local garden center, but you have to get food-grade diatomaceous earth. This is extremely affordable. I think this bottle is $12, and not only is it good for your dogs, it's good for you, and this is a fabulous bug killer. You take this, and she has what she calls this puffer top. And what she means by that is when you hold the bottle and squeeze it, it puffs out. And you use this, and you can puff this along your doorways outside, outside doorways. You can do it under your kitchen sink. You can do it along the edges of your baseboards in your kitchen. This is going to kill.
At your children?
I'm going to read to you what it says on the back. I have to take off my glasses because I'm old, right? This says, kill fleas on your pet and try, and it's safe and effective. Then you have to wash all your pet's bedding. But you puff this on your pet and you rub it on their coat, and what happens is this actually degrades the exoskeleton of fleas, ticks, roaches, anything with an exoskeleton. It's going to degrade the outside. It's also going to make their legs fall off so they die. Says dust lightly anywhere your pet has been, into cracks on wood flooring, along baseboards, and where your pet sleeps. Sprinkle it on your carpet and rake it deep down into where flea larvae live. In a few hours, vacuum thoroughly. Diatomaceous earth will kill the fleas in your vacuum, while the heat and vibration make the fleas protected in their shells hatch and become vulnerable to the DE on your floor. Dust your home with DE again, this time just along the baseboards and in the pet areas. As your flea problem improves, reduce vacuuming from daily to every other day to twice a week, but keep a light dust of DE in corners, along baseboards, and near your pet's bed. It says, Little City Dogs Killer Dust kills fleas, ticks, roaches, bedbugs, spiders, ants, earwigs, centipedes, termites, silverfish, lice, mites, flies, aphids, beetles, snails, and more. It dries up their waxy outer coat so they dry up and die. Diatomaceous earth is a food-grade product eaten for its health benefits by people and pets, and farmers have been known throughout history to add it to grain, and it is added to flour, and most people have eaten DE and never even known it. So I highly recommend this product because, you know, I've been a big proponent of diatomaceous earth anyway. If you don't want to go out and buy a 25-pound bag of diatomaceous earth or even a 10-pound bag, you can go over to Little City Dogs and you can buy this. And it's just a 1-pound bottle. It has this fabulous puffer top, and you can use this all over your house, and you can see the benefits of it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, we talked about the Flea Killer, right? Now we're going to talk about the Flea Control. She has recently released this on her website. This is Flea Control. This is, if any of you use Frontline or any of those flea killers that you apply to the back of your dog's neck once a month, this is equivalent to Novartis Program A, which is an oral once-a-month flea killer. I realize that I sound like Pat Sajak when I'm talking, but honestly, I cannot tell you how wonderful this is enough, okay? Now, I'm going to read to you the part of the email that she sent me, okay? So, it says, since you are familiar with Capstar A, the Nitanpyram, you may also have heard of Program A, which is lufenuron. Novartis markets them to be used together, and right now both products are being monopolized by Novartis. By the end of the month, I will be manufacturing and selling both Nitanpyram and lufenuron under the Little City Dogs brand. Now, she sent me this on May 17th. Our new product, lufenuron, is basically birth control for fleas. We love that. So we call it Little City Dogs Flea Control. Only 5% of fleas are adults. The other 95% are eggs, worm-like larvae, and pupa. Fleas developing into adults in cocoons. Like Nitanpyram, which lasts for a day, lufenuron, when given to your pet with a meal, stays in their fat cells for a month. During that month, adult fleas that make a blood meal on your pet begin to sabotage the whole flea population. 100% of the eggs they lay will never hatch because lufenuron inhibits them from creating a chitin exoskeleton. Lufenuron also poisons the worm-like flea larva on the floor and garden. Flea larva's favorite food is flea dirt, or flea poop, or pre-digested blood. With lufenuron in their system, the flea dirt also inhibits their creation of chitin, so the larva can't grow and they never become adults. A flea lives about 2 weeks, but fleas can extend that staying by staying in their cocoon phase for a couple of months, waiting for a passing dog to hatch and attach. If you treat every pet and your pet's picked up no outside fleas after using lufenuron for 3 to 4 months, the entire population should be toast. So how much do you use? She suggests that you give your pets both products, the Flea Killer for immediate destruction of the fleas, and then the Flea Control for the bigger picture, for the fleas that you don't see. Now, it says, and I'm going to read this is what she sent because it's so true, and I think it's important for all of you to know this. You know, we're always talking about corporate monopolization of things. We're always talking about big agra and big pharma. Well, you know, big pharma extends to our dogs, and so does big agra because of the crap they're putting in their dog food, right? It says you know how overpriced Capstar A is, and I just told you, 3 capsules for $45, right? Well, Program A is even more expensive. She says she just checked on Amazon and found a 6-pack of this for $58. 6 pills for $58. Okay, that's a 6-month supply for 1 dog. I have 4 dogs. I would go broke. Therefore, I'd probably just not buy it. Mm-hmm. Best price was 6 capsules for $43. So, what you can find at Little City Dogs is that you get 12 capsules, which is a 1-year supply for 1 dog, for $25. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's really a great price.
It's a hell of a deal.
At that price, Program A, lots of folks could never afford it. We want to change that, she says, and I think absolutely. This is one of the safest things you can put on your dog and give your dog. It's oral, it's internal, which means it's going to work from the inside out. So, I'm going to stop gushing about Little City Dogs, but I'm not really going to stop gushing because if you have pets, I would love for you to consider going over to her website and helping her out. She also does a huge amount of work with pet rescue, and I think that that's really important too. So I'm going to put the link below for Little City Dogs. I'm going to say it here. It's www.littlecitydogs.com. You can go over to her website. You can check her out. and get yourself some of this stuff. You don't have to buy giant bottles like I have, but you know, I have a ton of pets. So these can be given to dogs, can be given to cats, it doesn't matter. The diatomaceous earth can be given to you. You know, put some in your kids' oatmeal. You never know. So,
Don't never know. Shh, don't ever know.
Shh, they'll never know. Okay, I'll shut up now. I want you to go check her out, and I want you to try and see for yourself exactly how wonderful these products are for your own pets. So, that's my commercial for Little City Dogs, and I hope that you try that, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.